One. Welcome to another exciting episode of Masked or Not with our wonderful heroes, Puddles, the water being.
Now I got two cats to deal with.
Spencer, the super cat.
There's another cat here? Where is it? I'd love to make friends. Wait.
Transient, the mana manipulator.
There shall be no other cats other than I!
Jace, the technomancer. Who may be quiet.
You ever seen a cornucopia of cats with cerebral concussions?
And Dahlia, the living dead girl.
No, that's Dahlia eating wires.
Last time on Master Now, announcing his plan to the heavens, the weatherman sends his minions to anyone trying to stop his plans of melting the ice caps for new beachfront property. Spencer is actively pulling Tyrone, the main crux of the weatherman's plan, who is trapped inside a fireproof box. Dahlia, seeing this through a hole in the roof, is trying to destroy the remaining tech bits to keep the machine from operating after informing Jace of the machine's location. Transient and Wilda are making their way towards the center of the school, following the attacking trail of cats and dogs in the hallways of the school. Lurking inside another hallway, heading towards the machine as well, is Jace, who is cloaked and protected by Rockin' Prime, but is still drawing attention. Will the weatherman have his time in the sun, or will the heroes make a rainy day out of this furry parade? Find out soon. Starting back at the top of the round, Transient, I believe you were just coming around the corner.
You're on the corner. I'm with Wilda right now.
Right. So you guys are still at the beginning of the school hallway. You've just taken down Cat Group 4 and Watch Dog Group 4 jet away from you as you're still emitting this terrifying presence.
Uh-huh.
What will you do?
Let's see. Any more enemies within range?
That was in range, although Des is coming up alongside you guys.
No,
He's
I was
taking-
carrying Des.
yeah,
I'm carrying both
sorry.
of them because I is strong woman.
You're a strong water being, yes. And don't need no solid body.
Yeah, Cat Rule of World is currently limp in Puddle's arms, so I shall stay limp in Puddle's arms. I will just let her carry.
Alrighty. So
she shall carry this team.
from there, we'll jump straight over to number 2, Vaughn, who is currently following in hot pursuit of Spencer. After taking a quick bruise from him not too long ago, he is still hot chasing you quickly. Spencer, you do find the storming parts around you seem to start lighting up with sparks. You feel your hair on the back of your neck start to go on end.
I would like to remind you that it was a 2 degrees of failure with a staggered, I think it was.
Yes, he is dazed, so he only has an action or movement. So standing where he is, he's going to take an action. Once more, you feel the hair on the back of your neck going high. You are still technically also pulling him with the weathered stone rope. The weathered stone on a rope.
I see. What exactly is he doing to me?
He is forecasting your future.
Amazing.
There's an electrical current coming down. I will need you to make a, believe it's fortitude, right?
Is he hitting him? Because he has to beat his dodge score first.
He's doing it in that general area.
Oh, wait. General area? How big is the area?
About 20 feet around you. You are at the center.
Would I know that this would hurt other people?
You feel your hair rising on the back of your neck. Your natural cat instincts are screaming, "Get out, get out, get out."
Yeah, but there are a lot of people around me right now, so I'm going to do the opposite.
There's not a lot
I
of people
can't
around
really
You are
Actually,
on
no,
the
wait.
roof. You are holding Tyrone.
No, I'm underneath the skylight. I'm in the library, and he's basically like right next to me at this point.
Right, right. You did break into the library through the skylight. You did see the people cowering in the back while watching the teacher bracing the door that's currently being attacked by a cat group and a dog group, with another dog group hot on the heels coming from the
Now,
back.
I do have an advantage called interpose. When an ally within range of your normal movement is hit by an attack, you can choose to place yourself between the attacker and your ally as a reaction, making you the target of the attack instead.
If
Uh,
it was a target, this is an area of effect.
Gotcha. Sorry, I didn't read that
Yeah.
below. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna stand there and take it because if I move, other people are in danger.
Roll fortitude, sir.
Roll fortitude, that is. That is a 22.
That is 1 degree of failure.
Darn.
I will need you to make a toughness check at this point.
Alrighty. What's the damage rank on that thing?
+5.
Yeah. Okay, give me a second. Yeah. So I still take it. All right. That's another 8. That's a 20.
That means that you just barely get by. So before you can react and get yourself prepared enough, you feel the electric bolts coursing through you as lightning hits the entire area around you. You hear several people scream in terror as some of them also get struck by lightning close by you. However, in your determination to not let this stop you from protecting people, you manage to brush off the brunt of the damage, only your fur getting slightly singed. Tyrone, in his fireproof box, watches all the electricity goes around him and hits back at you as you technically become the grounding for said test tube. You bulk most of this lightning.
Yeah, I'm just imagining, if you will, there's just cartoon sound effects as you see his skeleton, you see him turning into a few other things, just like basically getting static shocked, but times 10.
Like imagine all the sound effects of how cats are portrayed in cartoons around the world, and you're going through each iterations. Meow, meow,
Exactly.
meow, and different poses.
Just smash and squish Ed, Ed and Eddie kind of changing as soon as they get shocked, that kind of thing.
The one random cow moo.
Yeah. Just standing there smoking like, that really hurt.
And that was his turn. We will now jump over to, where's my number 3? Where is my number 3? Dog group number 3. Right. Dog group number 3 is currently attacking Dahlia. Dahlia, you once more, you feel your elbow that was currently exposed being gnawed at again. Were you able to get closer in order to like pull your arm away, or have you convinced your arm to try to roll away?
I don't need to convince it. I move it as if it was still attached to me. It's easy.
All right, then I will need a parry. And I will need to beat its parry. Give me 1 second to make a roll for the dogs. Double checking what I put down for my minions. Okay. Does an 18 beat your parry?
It's your parry number plus 10, right?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
I will need a toughness check from you.
Okay.
Is-
I get half from toughness, so.
Yep.
So I just roll d20.
Their damage rating is it's a 3. It's a 3. So it becomes technically an 18 with your damage half, rolls down to 9. You beat it. You feel like you're being mauled. Thankfully, you only feel. It doesn't actually. You don't feel the pain nor the encroaching sense of death returning back for you. You're just like your arm is a current chew toy for this dog group, but it's still holding intact. Hasn't lost. Doesn't need too much more stitching. If that makes sense.
Pain in the ass to fix later.
That's dog group 3. Jumping over to 4. Jace, as you are currently floating up ahead of the group in the middle of the school hallway, you're currently surrounded by cat group 2 and cat group 3, with dog group 2 coming from around the gymnasium and trying to look around for you, I believe, as it's picking up scents and noises. What do you and Rock and Prime do? Jace, the quiet one.
Is it
Believe so. Yes, it is your turn. As I was describing, you're currently in the middle of the hallways of the school, heading towards the gym, as you were told by Dahlia, from where the machine was last seen. You have 2 cat groups around you, with a dog group coming towards you. You are still protected by Rock and Prime in your force field, as well as it being camouflaged. With the Spencer remove the pod and what Dahlia has been doing trying to destroy it, there's still a good amount of machinery there.
I'm just eating all the cables, so it's not all. It can't be connected to each other.
With your current movement, you should be able to make it there by your next round. You can make it halfway there from where you're at with your current movement speed as you're floating around. He is currently asking like how close he was to the machine, or what's left of it after Spencer removed the pod. Can he get up to it? Which once more it would take him 2 rounds fully in order to get to it, which he can. I believe you can do that. Doesn't Rocket Prime have a unique speed?
He has a fly speed. I don't think that he has a different speed in hover chair mode.
120 feet per round. While it would get you really closer to where you can see the doors and the insides of the gym, you'll put you like right at the just a few, like 10 feet away from the entrance, if you used his movement to fly over there. But then you would have to like personally get out of it if you wanted to continue moving. So he does. So Rocket Prime can't use the equivalent of dash action. Let me double check. What advantages does he have? Move by action.
Well,
I'm
no,
thinking of
move by action wouldn't be it. Technically, you can use, I'm just going to say it, a standard action to move, as if a dash in 5e.
All right.
It's just whether or not there's difficult terrain.
The school is currently being opened up and tossed about. There are currently like wires exposed in certain areas. It would have been much more difficult had someone not flipped the main breaker. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Let me double check what he said. Rocket Prime hovers. So he does do a double move. All right, so moving away from the cats, I don't recall if attacks of opportunities are a thing in this. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be an advantage. I did not do enough diving, but that's all right. Right now, the cats are confused. The dog is confused, and Jace, you are currently inside the gym now. You can see up in the hole that there was originally supposed to be something that connected to most of the wires connecting, scattered about, all in a spider web like fashion, crawling towards the roof of the now open gym. You do see Dahlia immediately, like, as she's finishing cutting through one of the 3 feet thick rope with her teeth,
Threw it like a gerbil.
as well as a few dogs gnawing at what seems to be hopefully an appendage, hopefully a toy, but because it looked like an appendage. Is that a hand? As well as some wires moving over in a separate area, because Dahlia decided to split herself in 3 ways.
Can't say three-way on stream.
I said in 3 ways, not like that. Goodness gracious. Trying to get me canceled here?
We left TV7 a while back. We're now TV14. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we kind of did. This is now like at 8 p.m.
We might be hitting TVMA here soon.
Aiming for that Adult Swim midnight special. Eventually. But for now.
Look, some of these episodes have definitely been banned in the US.
Yeah, I don't think they really took
First big fight, I ripped someone's throat out.
called out the pilot episode.
I mean, you just made rainbows come out of their throat.
Yeah, that's
What's so bad about that?
I sent him to the Shadow Realm.
Remember, we have been funded by 4Kids.
Yes, absolutely.
2002, folks. We could get away with a lot of problems back in 2002. Jace is up at the machine. He has something specific in mind. He would like to remove one of the backup chips from Rocket Prime that he programmed to give the AI morality. He would like to put it into the machine. Son of a gun. He would then like to animate machines and say the following.
You were built to do evil, and that was not your choice to have. I would like to give you the choice to do as you wish, whether that be to simply be yourself, to help people, or to hurt people. But that choice should be yours, and not someone else's. So rise and do as you see fit.
Go ahead and let me double check one thing. Give me your animate summon roll.
That's technology, right?
I want to say yes. Let me double check.
Probably. Check the power.
You can call upon another creation to aid you. This creature is created independent with some minion is limited to power. The folks can automatically as a standard action. It appears in the nearest open space beside you. Minions have their own initiative. All right. So while you're using technology to bring the thing alive, give me a persuasion as you're saying this out loud to try to actually coax the electronic spirit of this AI.
Is persuasion presence?
Let me double check that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have 2 skill points in it, so it would be present.
I'm not sure I have a Benny for that. I may. I'm trying to do good here, though, at least.
Yeah,
I
check to see
mean-
if you have a Benny. Exclamation point Benny. All lowercase.
Nope, I used all my bennies trying to help you guys earlier.
All right, so in response, it awakens
To be fair, I am also not commanding it to do anything. I'm just putting a chip in it and saying, wake up.
I can't Benny to allow him a reroll. However, I can Benny to alter the scene.
Nani?
I would like to spend one of my bennies to have the machine awaken as neutral good.
I'm going to call it as your reaction being used.
There
when I
are no
choose-
reactions in this system.
Maybe when I chewed through the wires, I separated it from the rest of the network.
Oh, Lord.
So let me take a look at this.
My goal here isn't creating a minion or even adding a combatant. It's giving you a new NPC, DM.
Yeah, I'm gonna edit the scene to grant him advantage on this. An advantage on this. The computer itself was true neutral. Oh, it was affected by Dahlia's gnawing, so it doesn't have access to any of the other components that the weatherman put into place to control this machine and make it follow his direct orders.
All right. We are definitely diverting away from the natural timeline.
Wait, this was in a normal timeline?
What normal timeline?
I love saying that. Anyway, so to paint the picture of what exactly happens, you manifest life into the remnants of this tag, the main control panel where it was originally supposed to be used at, being the main base as you go over to give it life. Most of the wires seem to react to a point. Any of the wires that was supposed to that was already ripped off or torn through by Dahlia seem to only flicker from there, with a little bit of electric tendrils coming out from there. On the screen, you see a series of texts going, "I'm aware. I'm alive."
You're alive, and you're free to do whatever you wish with that life.
Can I enjoy the weather?
You can if you'd like.
Oh boy.
I talked to my
So
grandmother for 5 minutes. What did you guys do?
I sent a summary.
We have Skynet now that wants to enjoy the weather.
Oh.
Yep.
And this could either turn into Terminator 1 or Terminator 2.
So, in the short response, you hear some dialing, and then smooth jazz playing as the images of a sunny day appears on screen. That's what you're seeing. From there, we'll say that you use up all your actions, so that will be the end of your turn, if that's okay.
That's fine.
Going over to number 5. Dog number 5. Dog number 5 was currently helping cat group number 5 attack the door to the library that just suddenly seemed to experience a random burst of light as lightning showered down upon some of the people inside, including one very resistive cat. man. Resilient. That's the word I was looking for. One very resilient cat man. This dog group is going to attack the door.
Yes. Solid hardwood.
20. However, the dogs are confused. As they get close, they feel that their warning senses pick up, worried that they're going to get shocked. So they stop right before hitting the door and just they clamor amongst each other. This pack of, I actually had the dog list last time. These pack of Great Danes and Greyhounds are just clambering over each other as they stop in their tracks and worry about going into dangerous territory.
So they're no longer attacking the door?
They missed the door as they stopped and worried about actually hitting it after the lightning blast.
Okay.
Did I say thunder while I meant lightning? I do. Thank you for the correction.
Electric shock.
No, I was wondering where the thunder was after the lightning. He just unleashed a lightning bolt. Where's my thunder?
If you're asking if everyone has to suffer a deafening sound, then by all means, yeah, you are currently being held by a water being rolling through the front entrance. You hear that crackling sound. Everyone else there, the ones that weren't hit by lightning, are currently deafened from the immediate lightning right there for 3 rounds.
What about me?
You passed your fortitude as well as your toughness. No, you failed your fortitude while passing your toughness. You didn't go too far, so you managed to endure it.
Endurance.
Then I'm not making you deaf again. We see what happens when you go deaf.
Yeah, we see what happens. Just crazy things happen.
Not to say I'm not gonna do it again soon, but not right now. You managed to keep your hearing fine-tuned. Because we're just gonna say because you're at the epicenter. You're at the very center of the sound. You missed most of the actual sound wave going around you.
So the rest of us are deafened?
No. Once
Okay.
more, that's everyone inside the immediate library. They're
Okay.
all deaf. Except for Spencer, who was in the very center of it. Everyone else heard the lightning, the thunder boom. I am horrible at speaking. Everyone else heard the thunder crack coming from the library after the attack from the weatherman. As we finish the dogs deciding not to attack, we jump over to number 6 with Spencer. You've just been hit by lightning after landing inside the library and witness everyone else gripping their heads and ears as they endured the sonic boom, while all you heard was slight silence after a bright and terrible, painful light. Think that you were able to endure.
Oh my god. You realize what you've given me, right?
I do. Trust me.
Okay.
I'll make an announcement once we get back to the top of the round.
Okay. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Spencer's going to look at the weatherman, and he's going to say, "With
Okay, look at the weatherman. You're inside the library. He watched you drop in there, and he went pointed at you, but he's still above on the rooftop.
He's up down here with me. I whipped him down into the actual
that's
library.
Right.
You're
Fair
good.
enough.
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna look right at him, and I'm gonna say with the most threatening voice I possibly can, "You made a loud noise in the library." And I'm going to. I'm not going to roll intimidation. I'm just going to, with as much speed and force as I can physically manage, punch him as hard as possible straight out of the library back through those doors that she's trying to hold back. I'm basically trying to punch him in that direction as hard as possible. I will be extra efforting this.
All right.
Extra effort allows me to attack twice, or yeah, I think it does.
No. Let me pull up extra effort.
Could be
Extra
wrong.
effort depends on what you're trying to do with it. So if you're extra efforting this one power, it allows you to increase its power effect by 1 rank.
Okay. What else does it let me do with this particularly?
So you can gain yourself another action.
Okay.
You can get a bonus to a check.
Okay. Well, I'll just punch him and worry
You
about
can
the rest
increase
later.
the power of
Your
an
punch.
effect by 1.
Yeah. I will just. Let me think. I can use it to get another action, which I can technically punch him with, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then I know what I want to do with this. So, what I would like to do, because I said I'm punching him towards that direction, is first, I'm going to. Let's see here. Use my super. I'm still wrapped up in that lasso, aren't I?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead, and he's still holding on to it tight, so that's good. I'm going to basically come right up to him like he wanted me to, and punch him as hard as possible. Now, after I punch him, using my super speed, because I'm still kind of technically connected to him, and if he, lets go or doesn't let go, I'm still going to do this. I'm going to let him fly a good 20 feet straight into the doors, and then I'm going to punch him again in the same direction, but in an uppercut this time.
So, all right. So here's what I'm going to need from you. First, you're going to need the attack roll in order to send him flying. From there, I will need a strength roll to not be pulled by the rope itself by your own strike.
Okay.
Secondly, if you're able to succeed that, then I will need the second attack roll.
Okay.
Afterwards, another strength resist in order to not be pulled by your own strike. So go ahead and strike at the Weatherman for me, please.
I'll be taking 1 rank of exhaustion for this, I'm pretty sure. All right, let me go ahead and go to hero
Fatigue.
roll.
Unless you
Fatigue.
have a Benny.
I do not have Benny. I used all Bennies.
So yes, you'll be getting you'll become exhausted.
I will. Let me go
Okay.
ahead and wait, what's that modifier again? Okay, that's natural weapons is +7. I'm going to be using the natural weapons for that. Technically swiping at him twice. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, what now? Kitty's gonna claw my face.
God!
As you
Wow.
go to give him the punch of your life for being so loud, he holds up a sign. No violence in school.
Hold on. Spence, you
Yeah.
can trade that extra effort for a reroll instead.
I'll do that.
There is a
That-
retry.
That's
There is a
fine.
retry.
7. That is a 19.
That hits his parry.
That will be, what is this? Natural weapons. 1 second here. I gotta remember what natural weapons does. Oh wait, there it is. It is a DC 23 toughness.
DC 23 toughness plus the stamina minus the bruise. Yep. So at this current moment,
Ooh.
15. What was the DC?
23.
All right, so let's see what complications he's picking up now, aside from another bruise. There's Spencer. Show me your natural claws. It's a satchel, full rank. All right, so
What
we
was
go
that?
back over to. Going back over to damage. That was 2 degrees of failure, I believe. Nope, 3. That was 3 degrees. Target is staggered and has a -1 circumstance. Yep, so that's another bruise. Target is staggered again. That would be the incapacitation.
Now, oh wait.
Yeah. You
He-
said you said 28 or 23?
23.
23. Okay, so that's only 2 degrees.
Yeah, it's not 28. I can guarantee you
Target
that.
is dazed.
Mm-hmm. He's dazed. He's staggered.
If he's
Well,
already
he's already
if he's already dazed, it increases to staggered.
So his previous days is now a staggered,
Let's see here.
and he now has 2 bruises.
Now, this is the best part about natural weapons. It is a grabbing attack. So technically, I can make a free action grab attack against him, using the weapon's damage rank as its effective strength rank. The weapon attack inflicts its normal damage and counts as the initial attack to check to grab the target.
All right, so you have him grabbed or grappled right now.
Yeah. I think throwing him would be another action, though, but I've got something better planned.
Well, next
I'm just
turn.
gonna, yeah, next turn I'm gonna do something amazing, but right now I have him grabbed and right in front of me. That's my turn.
The next turn is cats 2 and 3, who are looking for the previous floating ball in the air. They have to now do a perception check to see if they notice where you ran off to, since you're still stealth. Making sure that minions. Yep. $23. Remind me what your previous stealth was, Jace.
I do not recall.
Alrighty. Then going off your current base.
I'm pretty sure it would be Rockin' Prime's base. He's the stealth generator.
Concealment 2, sights, blending. It's current. We have +3. Even if we were given the advantage from the cloaking, which would be an additional +5, it'd be a 18 overall. 23 is beaten by 18. They hear the slight buzzing coming from your hover chair as they bolt ravenously down to find out what is causing such noise and what is causing such problems. However, their movements only brings them, even while dashing, only brings them out towards the front of the gym. So cat group 1 is now joined by cat group 2 and cat group 3. while dog group 3 is gnawing at an elbow. Moving on to number 8. Puddle. Currently holding both desk and transient. You are still at the around the front entrance of the school.
No, we
You
were
did
on
hear-
the stairs.
The stairs of the school.
Yes, we were on the
You-
stairs.
You did hear a a thunder crack coming from the back of the school. You did notice the cloud, the stormy sky over your school specifically, while the rest of the area seems to be a beautiful, clear day and hot. What will you do?
Well, I looked to the liquid boy in my hands. Are you sure you don't want to put on your mask? I don't think you want to deal with your mom later.
Why would this magnificent one wish to hide his features?
'Cause your mom is scary.
Absolutely terrifying. So he has been convinced he will put on his mask during the next turn.
Okay. Well, since he looks convinced, I will move towards where the sounds are coming from.
All right, and with your current movements, your slithering ability,
Yeah, I have 30 feet. Which
that
then
will
I'll
bring
use for
you-
another 30 feet.
so while carrying the group, you are able to crawl through the front entrance and down the hall into the main four-way that splits into 4 different hallways.
I was already in the school in one of the stairways going up to the gym.
My apologies. But the stairwell that leads up to the gym would have been on the outside.
I don't understand the architecture of your school.
Neither do I.
I'm sorry.
It's alright, forgot that this gym is still on the 2nd floor.
Yeah.
Edit and put down auditorium underneath. So you're currently at the passing through the auditorium since you're on the stairs heading up towards the gym up top. With your movement speed, it'll get you straight towards the second entrance of the gym, where you're able to see the hole in the roof. Dahlia hanging
Well-
barely.
I won't go into the gym just yet because someone needs to put on his mask.
And you're at the edge of the gym
Yeah.
at the hallway.
That's fine. I'm just saying I wouldn't exactly go into the gym because I'm waiting for him to put on his mask because I've threatened his mom.
Threatened him with his mom.
Yeah. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, so with puddle being done, jump over to number 9, which is just Cat 5, who is currently still clawing at the door, but a bit discouraged after the lightning boom, will suffer a -2 penalty to their next attack roll. As I finish writing over here, trans and death. I hear talking happening. No, you did well enough. You did fine. Good amount of time. Cats go for the attack. Leave brings them down to 2.
So when is it my turn?
You were in place 14 and we are currently about to hit the 10s. That still leaves dog group 4, 2.
Getting how many dog groups there are.
There was 5 dog groups, 5 cat groups, and the Weatherman.
Plus us.
And now, along with Des, and now the Weather AI that was just recently crafted. And dog group 1. Right. So cat group 5 manages to continue clawing at the door now being on its last splinter, last hinge before it completely caves in. And the deafened and shook Miss Lodwig is doing all she can to keep the door against the wall after watching the Weatherman almost break through it, barely being able to quick enough to open the door in a comic fashion. Watch him get pulled back and now caught back in Spencer's hands again, claws again. She closed. She has the door reclosed, but now it's now it's on its last hinge, being pushed back by the remaining cat and dog groups in that hallway. Jumping over to dog group 4, who is in the middle of the main foray, along with dog group 2, trying to figure out where the other group went as they were in discussions. He's going to spend his entire turn getting over to the entrance of the auditorium as they start looking over there. That'll be their turn. Next, we jump over to dog group 2. Dog group 2 follows in hot pursuit of dog group 4, but climbs the stairs and encounters Wilda carrying Destin Transient. The dogs are a bit perplexed. Why is there a body of water? Why is it carrying 2 people? Why does the master know about this? Wait, that's the person that scared that hurt one of our friends group. They're going to bite at the water.
Okay. Let me know if they hit a 14.
They got an 18.
Okay.
You feel the weirdest sensation as bites start. As you feel yourself being bit and lapped at on what appears to be your side, your spine, a little bit of that appendix you normally don't feel. All that is being stimulated as the dogs are biting at your water body.
Okay. I mean, it just feels like normal biting from a dog to me. But I
However,
got a 19 toughness.
That does beat the toughness DC for the bites, for the dog bites. Once more, it feels funny, but nothing you're not used to as you remind yourself that you are water, be like water, and so you're able to just brush off this painful feeling, taking it in stride. You do not take a bruise nor any other bad effects. That will be that dog's turn.
I would like to say bad dog. Yep.
Bad dogs. You're currently being nipped at by a group of Alaskan Huskies.
Siberian
What about-
Huskies.
It's Alaskan Malamutes or Siberian Huskies.
Yes.
Unless this is a hybrid.
Then, oh
Maybe-
gosh.
What sick bastards brought a group of Alaskan Huskies to fucking Arizona?
One who can control the weather.
Nevada.
Is that supposed to be better?
No, but I'm just correcting the state.
All right, so that was him. We'll jump over to Cat 1. Cat 1 is currently in the gym, getting ready to pounce on the now hanging Dahlia as she finishes, chewing through the last length of the cable, but is hanging on by her teeth before she is able to figure out where she's moving to next. The cat leaps up at you, trying to claw at your legs, Dahlia, as it finally sees you. What's up?
They said a dog found me?
No, the cats.
Oh no. Do I need to roll with something?
The cats need to see if they can catch you in the air. Does an 18 beat your parry as 3 cats come lunging at you?
Yes.
I will need you to roll a toughness check for me, please.
Okay. Half effect. Uh, Same roll.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that would actually beat it again with after having the toughness DC.
Yay!
So once more, you feel your thighs get dug into by a few cats, and you're just dangling there as the cat just slowly lose grip and drop down. Almost, it seems like they were holding on to you, but then you feel your like muscles tighten and push out the claws, causing them to drop down. You're able to because of how many days it's been since you've actually felt pain in your legs, you don't feel any of the clawing. You feel some wariness and slight gripping, but you didn't feel the pinch that normally comes when claws pierce the skin.
So more back to normal.
Ish. You are being accosted by, moving meat.
Oh yeah. I bet they smell delicious.
Given how much you've burrowed in the last couple of rounds, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
I
they
know I'm
do.
gonna have to make a save again.
Please do.
It's
Minus
not my turn yet.
2. Oh yeah, you're right. You have to wait till your turn. Thank you for the reminder. Speaking of the reminder, we go to dog 1, who is currently charging down the hallway towards the library. As they manage to make it over there, they're going to jump and attack at the door alongside cats 1 and 5 and dog
Question.
5.
Is
Yes.
that the ones that I terrified?
Yes, they are terrified. So they will be suffering a major penalty in trying to bash through this door and trying to find safety. Where they would normally have that, they are down to a +1. 15, ironically, does not hit the door. They miss it by 1 point. Shoot. The door still holds as Mr. Ludwig pushes back against the dogs who are in their frightened state, try to ram against the door, but bounce off and are now running in slight circles, disturbing their cat and dog brethren and sisters. Dahlia, it is now your turn. You've just been... Oh, by all means, Puddles, share with the rest of the class, but...
Not over voice. Nope.
Well, type it up. Anyway, Dahlia, you just got accosted by a group of 3 cats. All of them looking like Maine Coons. You have just got done burrowing through the rest of this cable and are currently hanging by your teeth in the air before you let go and continue your movement. What will you do?
I'm going to land, probably. for a start. And Dolly's gonna scan for a new target and see if anything catches her eye.
All right. So as you drop down, give me an acrobatics check as you're dropping about 15, 20 feet.
All right.
You did teleport up to there to start clawing through.
Yeah. Probably would have been smarter to teleport back down, but she isn't thinking of it. She's just gonna drop. She's hungry. She's hangry.
Right. So you have no points in athletics or in
I do.
acrobatics.
I have two.
Okay. Let me double check your advantage. Do you have jack of all trades? Yep.
yeah.
Go ahead and roll.
Oof, did not roll well.
Unfortunately, you missed the. You missed the landing by a bit and kind of stumble down, land on your butt. You're currently hindered for the next 2 rounds until you get yourself back up.
Does
Eh,
this
most of the
affect the hunger?
I would say now would be the right time to roll your hunger roll.
Okay.
And once more, know that with how much you've been pushing yourself, it will be with a -2 to your current buffs or current
Yeah.
conditions.
Okay. That's a failure. So I have a trigger. So here comes feeding frenzy. So GM, what's the closest target?
Thankfully, the closest targets right now are cat groups 1 and 3, and dog group 3. That's close by your elbow.
That's not a good thing, DM.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Well, I guess I should clarify which one is closest to my mouth.
cat group 3, as all 3 of them, I believe I said these were. I believe these
Maine
were
Coons.
yes, Maine Coons.
All right. So this is a penetrating 3 toughness multi attack. DC 20. So call me Alf the way I beat. Never mind. So I just roll close fighting and let's see how many cats I eat.
Right, since they're technically attacking them as a group, you won't suffer the penalty. But the next group you attack will have the penalty for multi attack. I believe. Let me double check multi attack again.
Yeah. Yeah, let me know. So I think it's per each target, and I'm not sure how that works with swarms. I just know she's just going to be snapping madly at anything like a feral animal.
Multiple targets. You can use multi attack to hit multiple targets at once by walking or spraying. The multi attack across an arc. Roll 1 attack check per target and on the arc. You suffer a penalty for each attack for each check equal to the number of total number of targets. So making a multi attack against 5 targets is a -5 penalty to each attack roll. In which case, if you plan on attacking all 3 groups close by you, cat group 1, cat group 3, and dog group 3, that'd be a -3 to each roll.
Each one I'll do. She'll probably try to attack all 3. So I will just do a 3.
Mayor,
Oh wait, it's only
it's
the
all
ones that
go-
are by her mouth.
Mayor, it's
So
all
if
going to
you
be
have-
one attack roll. That one attack roll targets all 3, and she gets a -3 to that one attack. That's what multi attack does.
All right, and I think only 2 of them are by her mouth, Ace. You said one of them was by her arm, which is on the other side of the gymnasium.
Yeah,
So it's
it'd be a
minus so
-2.
yeah. All right, here she goes. All right. I don't think a 4 hits. Well, then again, these are animals, so who knows?
I feel attacked and defended by that statement. Kidding.
So that's a 12 to hit.
Yes.
Ace.
The cats are currently caught off guard at seeing something more feral than them, and are caught in your immediate hands. Cat Group 1 suffers your ferocity as you start tearing through their furred skin.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What
That's against
damage
all
is it?
3 groups, by the way.
2 groups. I'm only attacking 2 of them, dude.
Oh, right. It's only a -2 penalty. Then.
That's why I said it was a -2.
Roll one.
DC
Says-
20.
It's saying roll 1 attack check per target in the arc.
Okay, so I will roll another one.
And then you suffer a penalty to each check equal to the total number of targets.
All
So
right. So yeah, I'm double checking this. So I'm looking at myself.
And then an 11. How's the other group of cats?
as you still need to do the toughness for the first initial group of cats. 1 second. Minions. Only a plus. Even with the bonus there, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dahlia,
goodness.
what's your DC? Your damage
20.
DC?
20 with penetrating 3.
While the cats look torn and somewhat marred, they're still holding. They're still holding alive. You barely like got surface.
I ripped
Like
some fur out.
yes, fur, skin, but nothing too deep that would actually cause them to really be hampered from moving. They're scared and they're hurt, and before they can react, they see you in your quick movements flicker over to the other group that's right by them. This one being the tabby cats and the one calico.
Siamese.
No, yeah, Siamese. The one Siamese. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So the tabby cats and the one Siamese are distracted and scared at the sight of a human being just going feral. Were unable to dodge out of the way from your next attack as you grab them and start clawing through each of them as well. They too now must make a toughness check.
Claws. I'm just snapping at them like an alligator.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
they are
no.
less tough as they can be seen taking scrapes and tears deeper than just the fur. As you toss them to the side in your frenzy, they seem to be completely out. Their weather packs start to kick off, and they're fluttered out of the scene.
Ace,
Yes.
I don't have arms. I'm literally tearing them with my teeth, and they failed by 2 degrees.
Let me double check your thing.
Her arms are currently tearing up 2 other groups.
My arms are like abandoned because right now the only thing I'm focusing on is eating. So all my action goes towards my mouth. That sounded weird, but you know what I mean.
And there's our rated M. Everybody.
Yo.
I just ate pussy on screen.
What?
I'm in the ranks. We're almost there to that Adult Swim time slot.
No,
At least it wasn't like last
we hit
night.
Adult Swim. We hit Adult Swim.
ATHF, here I come.
Gonna get
I hate Adult
canceled.
Swim. I can never play in the pool.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's
then
feeding
I have to go on
frenzy.
with
I
that.
can just pace.
I remember when
So-
Adult Swim was actually the pool. This is around the time when it was.
All children
Yep.
out of the pool. So as you tear through them, Teeth alone, with a few knees and kicks to keep them down as you continue tearing through them, you kick them away, and they seem dazed and horribly bruised up. And
Wait, I
as I
didn't kill any of them?
no, you did not kill any of them, but they are
Oh,
but they are horribly injured. And in their injury, the backpacks kick off, and you can see them fluttering straight towards the opening entrance and be taken away to be taken care of. Cat Group 3, no, Cat Group 1 that was attacked is out.
Wait, they're going towards the entrance of the gym.
They
Where
disappeared
Padala-
out they disappeared out the top roof, the opening of the roof.
they've got reverse parachutes.
Why, yes.
Should
They're
I
his
make my
Willowits.
sanity check to see if I break the frenzy?
Since you managed to take one down, I will allow it.
All right. Am I still at a -2?
Yes, unfortunately.
Well, Jason and I are fucked.
Yeah, my DC to beat to snap out of it's a 14, so yes, I'm still feral.
You have the rare opportunity of a joke to say that tastes like chicken at the end of this.
Dahlia can't speak right now, but yeah, she's gone full zombie.
Zom zom.
Yes.
All right.
Nom zom.
So that finally brings us to the last person of this round, which happens to be the weather AI. With a sudden spark coming from the nearby area, there's a slight beeping start to come from one of the outside antennas, and everyone can physically see the stormy sky that was covering over the school to start parting and dissipating. It looks like it's going to take a few seconds, but it's being undone. And with that, we return back to the beginning of the round. But before that, everyone, with how you've been doing and how you're reacting, I grant you all Benny.
Woo!
Benny! Yeah, that's a
All
nice.
it took was eating a cat.
Don't remind me.
Need to add that space there.
Yeah, let me redo it.
I just laid down to pet my cat, so it'll be a
I
minute.
know, I want to pet one of my cats because I feel bad now.
I mean, I can let you guys have 5 minutes to go pet your cats. I'm not gonna stop you guys.
That's fine.
Oh, I've already joined the cat on the bed. I'm just not gonna put in the Benny right now.
All right.
Cat
Don't
has
forget
absolute attention.
Yes.
It's all your fault. Cat petting intensifies.
Yes.
So, once more, we start at the top of the round. Transient, back with you. You are currently being held by Willow, currently up the stairs, and you just watch a pack of mangy mutts start nipping at your precious human. What will you do?
This adorable and cute human has been attacked. Cat mode activated. Time to break some dogs. But I have been told to put on mask, and Mother has been threatened, so I will spend my movement action transforming all of my school gear into my costume, including mask.
Gotta remind myself what the costume was looking like.
Ooh.
Black pants, white shirt, and standard red coat. Now turned into black shirt, black pants.
Automatically Bennying that. Because I don't
Yes.
want a nat one.
And a much more familiar red coat.
And a mask. That is much better.
And a mask. So that is technically a Since you did do a Benny for a reroll and is under 10,
29.
that is technically. Yep.
So
What are
it is
you
a-
doing, my good sir?
It is an absolutely sublime costume. I will be extra efforting for an additional action, and I will spend a Benny to remove the any chance of exhaustion happening as well.
Fair enough.
As my first move is to start devouring. So,
Just seeing this once a limp body just swirl around, turn into with a clap, change to a different costume, and then cat-like leap upon a bunch of dogs.
yep. So RD20 plus what is my attack? My fighting modifier? Oh, close combat plus 13. Does a 20 hits, good sir?
Yes, it does. Amongst dogs, unfortunately for them.
So I will need. Let me double check something. I don't believe I added. I did indeed add multi attack to it. So I will do make that a 19 because both attacks are going to that group.
Oh, you're multi-attacking them.
Yep, I had to double check because it doesn't specify easily for this. And I will need 2 rolls of a DC 16 fortitude plus a starting off. What's my damage for just basic unarmed? All right, so it's a DC 16 toughness followed by a DC 16 fortitude for each of those attacks.
Okay. I'm looking at this right. Make a multi-attack against a single target. If successful, increase the attack's resistance check DC by +2 for 2 degrees of success and +5 for 3 or more. And technically, that was very well 2 degrees of success. So
So the DC's just ratcheted up to a 21 each.
Yep. And these guys only have a +3 in their toughness total.
So that's 2 degrees of failure on toughness.
And then for the second attack,
For the second portion of it, which is fortitude.
right, fortitude. 1 second. Double check in there what I wrote down for the fort. All right, because they are quite good listeners. Was only a 2.
That is 1, 2, 3 degrees of failure, which is instant incapacitation.
The dog group, not able to make sense of why a human is acting like a cat, are caught by your devouring technique as you grab them, held them up, and they watch helplessly as each one seems to fall asleep under your hands. You chuck them away, and then their backpacks immediately pull them towards the nearest exit and out away from you guys. Dog group 2 has been dealt with.
Okay. Is there any other groups directly here?
Near you, no, but you can hear scuffling going on near inside the gymnasium near you, as well as further scuffling coming from coming from further in the school.
All right. I will use my extra effort action, downgrade it into a movement, and immediately start rubbing up against Wilda.
You're
Much like a
really
cat.
gonna make yourself take another extra effort just to rub up against your adorable human?
I already did that. The first Benny was for the reroll. The second Benny was for the additional action. My transformation is a movement
Well,
to do. So I used my action to attack, and I converted the other action into I am rubbing against my human.
Will that you're rubbed up against?
My
And-
adorable, cute human.
Des is very
Yeah.
perplexed, disturbed, and unable to respond as most of his mouth is actually covered by your water.
No, he's not suffocating.
No, I said most of his mouth, not his nose. He's in a comfortable breathing position. It's just you kind of have him on silent.
No, I don't.
Fine. He's just very perplexed and quieted by the whole scenario then.
Yeah, I mean, his sister is carrying 2 people up as a water form, and then that just happened.
And then someone he knew as a neighbor kid is now rubbing up against his sister
Mm-hmm.
while she's a water form and he's acting like a cat.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a very weird first day of school.
Yes.
Not nearly weird enough.
So that should be the rest of your turn. We go back to the weatherman, currently in your arms, Spencer. As he looks over, you may have a point there, Bond, about no loud noises. But need I remind you, in the library, but need I remind you that there's also no violence either, as he once more changes the weather inside the room itself as a sudden fog erupts all around you guys as he attempts to escape from your grip. He is extra efforting. The DM is now down to 2 bennies.
Hold on,
yes.
isn't he staggered?
Let me double
Yep.
check staggered.
He gets a move or a standard action. I would
It stays-
honestly, like as DM to DM, I would buy off the staggered if you want the fight to go on longer.
And yeah, the Benny will be used to reduce that back down to a day, back down to just hindered. So his movement can be
dazed.
hampered. Yeah, dazed.
You have to reduce it down to dazed because that is more prevalent than the hindered.
Well, no, it doesn't actually reduce. You just bite off. He can act normally this turn.
Well,
Staggered. A staggered character is dazed and hindered.
recover. He can use his hero point to recover.
Yes.
To remove a dazed, fatigued, or stunned condition. So yeah, he'd be down to a hindered.
A hindered character moves at half normal speed. Immobile supersedes hindered.
Interesting.
So
Yeah.
the cloud erupts and he makes his attempt to escape your grip. Let me double check one thing.
DC is 20. Hey, Spence, what's your current damage rank?
My damage rank at the current moment for my grab is currently a DC 18.
Yeah, that's what he has to beat.
However, let me check something. I believe.
Yeah, double check your natural weapons because that's where your DC
Yeah,
is at.
using the
for it.
weapon's damage rank as its effective strength rank. So
Plus
damage
5.
rank is 8, so strength rank is 8 for the grab.
8. I have to look at grapple rules, but
Where is it?
so its rank is going to be at a plus 10. The DC is at plus 10 of strength. So it is indeed an 18.
All right.
Because that's a special DC rather than a straight damage DC.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I had to look up and figure out.
No problem. No.
Unfortunately, he's unable to wiggle out between the rope and claws from your grasp. However, the entire room is foggy.
Foggy. Foggy. Full of fog.
There's still people screaming and crying inside the room as everyone's freaking out from the onslaught, and now the sudden thick fog. That will be his turn. We jump now over to dog group number 3, who is still, was gnawing on the elbow, but now hearing the ferocious sounds coming from a rabid human, will look up and attempt to go over to assault the aggressor, leaving behind the elbow. Dahlia, you can feel 3 dogs attempt to nip at you. Oh, this is the cul-de-sac lounge. That is adorable. A
Yep.
non-cat is being pet. Making sure I'm using the right rules for this.
Yep, still waiting for the effective fade off, and that won't happen for another 20 minutes.
Does a 21 hit you?
Hit who?
Who?
Dahlia.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, I will need a toughness check from you. Once more, half.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna
Oh,
Benny
wow.
that.
Oof.
Ooh. Ooh, that's gotta suck. That has got to hurt. 15.
Okay, 15. That's better.
All right, for
That
you
was a nerve.
all at
That was a
home,
nerve. Oh, okay.
that is 4 nat roll-ins that have been rolled this game.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you thought that was a nerve. That's the sensation of a mouth going around your hip. You're not used to that. You're not used to teeth going on you. But thankfully, you're able to ignore the pain again, as you realize, hey, dinner came up to you.
Oh dear.
And that would be their turn. Jumping over to number 4, Jace, you are currently watching the AI attempt to re-clear the sky via radio waves, frequencies. It's hard to say.
Bariatric pressure.
You are also hearing the sounds of what was panic. What is panic going on over at the library? Just a few yards away from you. You also hear scuffling going on beneath you as one of your friends seems to have gone into a frenzy and has been attacking the animals left and right. What will you do? Double checking what Jace wrote.
Oh, Jesus, right.
It is Jace's turn. And someone is making talk about Chinese. We have lost Jace! Oh no!
There was
Jace was disconnected. There he is.
there was a bad joke about Chinese food.
Am I
Extremely.
audible now?
You are
Yeah.
now.
Yes, you are. We can hear you.
Jace asked the AI what it would like to be called.
The AI responds with a series of numbers and letters. And 1 second, my thing is going off. My AI has awakened at the mention of this, so give me a couple of seconds. Shush. No, stop. Okay. I will send that series of numbers and letters over to you. Give me 1 sec.
Numbers and letters. What do they mean?
I mean, it's Ace, so it's a horrible pun.
They could mean anything.
All it means is it's going to be in leet speak.
Leet hacker.
Well, it is early 2000s.
It is early 2000s. It is almost exactly around that time. Who could it be knocking at my door? Bop, bop, bop.
As I stole that from the Adventure Zone, but I still think it counts.
Oh, it counts all right.
That's great. I like that one. Probably could have used that one, but I didn't.
Well,
You
it's
didn't.
nice to meet you. Well, it's nice to meet you. I like clouds. Would you like to see a neat trick?
You went with Ace?
No comment. No comment needed for that one.
Neat.
Just no comment needed for that one. We're good.
I mean, yeah, you guys were right on the nose. Not gonna stop me.
Nothing can stop you, Ace. You are unstoppable.
Mer. So,
Yeah,
It-
see? Yeah.
It's just Skynet by another name.
CloudNet.
yeah, I like clouds.
Ace has
CloudNet.
asked the AI named I
For
Like
another
Clouds.
AI.
Am I
Once more.
audible?
Yes.
You're audible.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with my phone. Jace has asked the AI named I Like Clouds if they would like to see a neat trick.
Curious. What is trick?
Query. What is
It's,
trick?
think of it as a cool function someone can do. Kind of like the part of your programming that lets you change the clouds. Imagine that, but it's something somebody else can do that's different from what you can do.
Query. By cool, do you mean compensate?
Curiosity piqued. Affirmative.
In that case, Jace, who I will remind you is still stealth, is going to get within range of Dahlia and then give her an aneurysm.
Your wife.
Hey, it might just be what she needs. It's turning it off and on again.
This brain voltage is a little degraded. Let's give it a jump start with 50,000 volts.
Yep.
You're gonna turn me from a zombie into Frankenstein.
Mm.
I would call that an upgrade, actually. That's pretty intelligent.
That's
Alright,
just
what's the
rate of
DC?
fire, gosh darn it.
What I need to save with?
Okay, double checking hit. You're using your aneurysm powers, right?
Yes.
That is a weird way to say powers. Just aneurysm powers, sure. Why not?
Well, hang on. Let me check what it's officially called, because I think it's worse.
Whether it's better or worse, just knowing that someone has aneurysm powers is something that fills my heart with glee and terror all at the same time.
That sounds like something you
Magnetic.
need to be worried about, DM. That shouldn't be a glee-inducing thing.
It shouldn't be, but for some reason I can't get rid of the smile. Magnetic seizure affliction 4. It is
Do I
resisted by
roll?
will.
Will. Oh boy.
It's like giving
Oh,
yourself 3
no.
CAT scans all at once.
And the DC is 14.
Okay.
Yeah, the same as her current I will not feast.
Yeah.
That's why I used it. I considered the lightning bolt, but that might not help.
It's like,
Fortunately, she's not taking a -2 penalty to this.
Yeah.
all right,
Well,
and
Is that
Dahlia-
is the -2 penalty just for the hunger or just because I'm already zoned out?
it originally was for the hunger. Now that you're in your frenzy, I need to double check to see. Let's see here. That is why is that? Why
I
are you
have
showing
gotten
me?
some meat, so I don't know how much is going to, if that puts me back at neutral or not.
My brain.
Who could
Okay.
it be knocking at my
See
door?
visual flaws, fades, limited
Down
degrees.
Down at Dr. Mark.
First degree impaired, second degree disabled. Is this by will? You can oppose. Okay,
What's
that's fearsome
What's
presence.
the really
Whoops.
stupid Five Nights at Freddy's reference? Uh-oh,
What?
it looks like Dahlia's not willing to perform. Let's encourage her with a controlled shock.
Ah!
I'm attacking the enemies and anyone else who gets too close to my mouth, but also the enemies.
It looks like Dahlia is not feeling the heroic spirit. Let's introduce her
for
to
now,
Mr.
we'll say-
50,000 volts.
Go ahead and roll it. Roll without the -2. Even
Okay.
while you're frenzying, you're trying to resist the urge to be knocked out and
Okay.
or have an aneurysm.
8.
Oh.
Unfortunately, that aneurysm takes. Double checking, 8 is I want to say 1 degree, since his was 14, or is it 2?
That's 2 now.
Ooh, that is 2. So going back over
Dahlia has
to
been stunned. Factory reset engaged.
you are currently stunned. Let me double check.
Alright.
Uh-oh. That doesn't look
Connections.
good.
Characters stunned cannot take any actions, including free actions.
I'm a little worried because aneurysms are in the brain, and the brain is the one thing Dahlia can't heal.
Does that mean she technically gets a redo on her check to not be hungry?
Yes, but that'll
You've
be at the
performed
end of
factory reset. You will be stunned for the next turn, but you have a better chance of not being feral.
you. And for the fear of the brain possibly being damaged, this is not a physical attack on your brain. However, I do understand, since it is causing a slight synapse skewing, since he is using
Sure.
magnetic pulsing to effectively cause you to seize up.
Would you like the medical term for what he's doing right now?
Please.
Sure. A
So
petty
what he's
moment.
doing right now with intense magnetic fields right now is just kind of the synapses are firing just uncontrollably all at once. So right about now, it's just kind of like factory reset, but that doesn't really work too well in
I
biology
don't know
too
why
much.
this came to mind, and it doesn't work because Dahlia is missing her arms. But I just imagine performing a factory reset on Dahlia. The seizure takes effect. She gets stunned and she just freezes in the thriller pose.
Who could it be now?
Do you have a question? Are
Yeah.
my hands stunned?
Unfortunately, yes. Your hands
Okay.
respond to your impulse and your mental action, since you're able to control them practically wirelessly. But because you yourself are stunned, so are they.
Does that mean that you just have two arms flailing about like having an aneurysm?
You mean a seizure? Yes. Apparently, my hands were just flailing around. I wonder if I accidentally hit some of the animals attacking them just because they are just.
Just flopping around like a dead fish almost.
Yeah, I smack a dog
Oh.
and bop it on the nose.
So, Jace,
Oh.
as you look down and send out that magnetic wave, you see Dahlia just buckle and start having we'll say a binaural seizure. Is it binaural?
It would be a
A
grand
petty
mal
mal
seizure.
or grand mal. Grand mal is big. which would show visibly shaking and stuff. Petty Maul usually is just like motionless for a second.
Then it is
If
petty.
anything.
Then it's petty. Yeah, petty maul, because you are stunned. So your arms and yourself are practically locked up as you're somewhat staring up into the sky, just looking at nothing but at everything all at once.
A
As-
gentle shock of 20,000 volts.
Was there anything else you would like to do? As the AI responds with neat.
Let me think about this.
Just
Me.
remember, it's not the volts that kill you; it's the amps.
It's the amp.
Because I feel like it, and because Rockin' Prime has an action this turn. And you know what? Why not? The animals are already as freaked out as they can be at this point, I think. Let's just fire a smoke blast where Dahlia is.
You're gonna what now?
They won't eat my arms.
Hold on, let me check that I've got that right. What's it called again, Rockin' Prime? Smoke cloud. I fire a smoke cloud on where Dahlia is. It doesn't do any damage. There's just a smoke cloud there now, obscuring everything, providing concealment too.
If Dahlia comes out doing the Thriller dance, we have made the campaign that much better.
Dahlia still needs to get her arms back on her body first.
Yeah. Are my arms concealed, or are they laying helpless, about to be chewed on?
Oh, your arms are not in the area. It's just your body that's protected.
So, right now, inside the gymnasium, you yourself are being accosted by 3 dogs before the cloud popped up. They were attacking one of your elbows, your right elbow of your right hand, but it is currently now being left alone. Your left hand was not found and was still clawing at one of the other ropes, getting done with it, and was waiting to be told or directed to where the next rope to grab at before the Petty Maul seizure. So they're currently seized up at the edges of the gym while you're now surrounded in a smoke cloud. But the only creatures that were in this gymnasium at the current moment that weren't attacked is the cat group 3 that is freaking out, and dog group 3 that is attacking you. You said this gave concealment 2, right?
Yes.
So for this, double checking that, I want to say for that sake, that would make we'll say that her defenses would be increased by +2. Double checking that smoke screen. Power. Smoke cloud concealment.
Smoke cloud. Cloud area concealment attack. 15-foot sphere radius, DC 12, and it's will.
Oh, okay. So they actually have to make a DC. Looks like it's okay. So if it's will, looks like it's not damaging. But if they fail, then
If they fail, they can't see, and they're in a cloud with a man-eater. Yes. You can no longer see your foe. I'm sorry.
All right, she will be technically given total concealment. We got to roll for 2 groups that are caught in the blast. One of them is bruised and scraped up. No, wait, no, not bruised. No, wait, no, they're doing all right. Very well. Please work faster. Oh, it's +6. So the cats managed to bulk through that. And the dogs. Dogs failed. The dogs are lost as the smoke and clouds are now messing with both their eyes and nose. They aren't able to find where their previous target was. The cats, however, were able to naturally feel where Dahlia is, but they're cautious about it from from the previous attack.
They still got the bald spots to prove it.
Anything else, Jace?
What would be the most chaos-inducing thing I can do at this very moment?
Uh,
I am going to... Rockin' Prime hovers, correct? And he has his full movement still?
Yes. Do remember you're still in Rock and Prime.
the
I am
weatherman with the
going to go
wheelchair.
ominously hover directly above the smoke cloud that is 15-foot radius.
Still concealed, still invisible.
Just
The only reason why the AI
hovering over the animals to induce further paranoia.
they're putting the fear of God into my animals just by being menacing.
If they're cold, if you're cold, they're cold too. Come inside and warm them up.
If you're cold, they're cold. Put them in the microwave.
Wait, what?
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 I'm not gonna ask. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear that. And
I remember seeing some meme where it was like, if you're cold, they're cold, with a bunch of outdoor bugs. If you're cold, they're cold. Put them in the microwave, and it's a microwave on fire.
Must not break. Must continue. Game. Number 5. Dog group number 5. Once more, it gets a chance to attack at the door of the library. That's on its last hinges. I am not typing the right area. Currently embedded. They missed the door entirely as they all start bumping into each other, too eager to attack the door. So now they are pretty much spinning in the same circle as Dog Group 1, all too eager to attack the door or too freaked out to go any further because of previous situations. That will be their turn. Spencer!
yeah,
You're currently in a fog cloud. Everything seems to be really cloudy. Thankfully, you still have a hold of the weatherman, despite his attempts to escape your clawful grasp.
yes.
You do hear screaming coming from behind you, as well as animals barking and meowing, and going crazy on the other side of the door. And you can feel a very tired Miss Ludwig, like pushing against the door with everything she's got, silently praying too.
Oh my
What
god.
will you do?
Well, let me go ahead and clear the air by saying I'm going to go ahead and do this. What kind of check would it be to use the lasso that I have on me right now to tie the weatherman up against the door frames?
Considering that you're still tied to it too.
I mean, I can. That's fair. I got you. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do otherwise. What check would it be to? Let's see here. I've got an idea. Let me check something first on my powers. Who's texting me? All right. Yeah, I've got a good idea. I am going to, because I'm holding him as close as possible, I'm going to smash him in the face with an unarmed strike.
Look how he massacres my boy.
Yeah, but hold on. It's in the library, so I need to get out of the library first. There's still the skylight above us, right?
Yes.
And there's still the door with all of the cats and dogs kind of clawing at it, right?
Yes, being held by Mrs. Ludwig. Can't forget Mrs. Ludwig, who has been pretty much the MVP right now for protecting everyone in that library.
Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and take that duty over. I'm going to say, with my 6 seconds of speech towards him, let me think about how I might put that. You know what? Spencer's not going to think too much about it because he's Spencer at the moment, at -3 intelligence. He's just going to go, those cats and dogs are going to come in here and hurt people. You're the one causing the disruption.
My weatherlights are only looking for the causes against that are plotting against me. They wouldn't harm a fly unless I told them to.
Looks at the door. They're hurting the door.
The door isn't a person. Anyway,
That's insensitive.
You built different.
It's just built different. Anyways, I'm going to take the weatherman, and I'm going to come over to Miss Ludwig and basically just tell her, I got this.
wait, what? What do you mean you got this? What? When did you get in here? What is going on? Why are cats and dogs trying to break into the school?
Amazing, I know, but I've got this. As I gently pull her away from the door, and by gently, I mean she's no longer at the door.
Unfortunately,
She
she only has a 0 in strength as a normal person. So yeah, versus your strength, she fails and gets pulled
I
aside.
gently place her 5 feet away from the door by basically using my super speed to more or less just, okay, you're on the other side now. Back to the door. And these doors aren't locked, right?
Don't you have Weatherman in hand?
Yeah.
In one
Yeah.
hand, yes. So
On the
I
other
would
hand-
need some dexterity check there at
Okay.
least, so he
Hold on.
doesn't
Let me,
just slip from your hand, your
You're for-
claws.
You're forgetting the other one that you currently have in hand, which is a flaming thing with
Oh yeah,
Oh, right.
you currently have Tyrone in your hands too, right? Tyrone in your one
Yeah,
hand,
I almost
Weatherman
forgot
in the
about
other.
that. That's fair. I am Spencer at this moment. Okay. Well, let me just make this really easy for you. I look up at the skylight and I look back at Tyrone and look at the lion and look at the weatherman and I think, how best to? Oh wait, I know. And DM, I'm going to go ahead and shift into my flight form with my wings popping out, and literally everyone sees this.
No, they can't because there is a fog in the entire
And by
library.
everyone, I mean the weatherman and Tyrone. And Tyrone, however he reacts, is going to come with us. I fly straight through the skylight and go 4 miles straight into the air.
Okay,
Yes, that is what I do. Now let me see this.
so you are now 4 miles in the air above the
Yeah.
school, above the city of Pyrogol,
Yeah. It was
above
pretty-
Nevada.
above Nevada. And I am is it a cloudy day or are the clouds dissipating like you said?
The clouds were dissipating. They're more cumulonimbus. Or they're more cumulo clouds. They're nice, big, puffy. They're not
Okay.
threatening to storm. They're just
Fair.
I like cloud, has taste.
Okay. Actually, no. I am hindered right now, which means that I am only 2 miles above the ground. Still, it's 2 miles. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and just look at him, and I'm going to go use my action to speak to him, if that's all right.
You technically already did.
Fair enough. Is my action done then?
I believe so. That will be the end of your turn.
Yeah, I'm just holding him 2 miles above the ground, and yeah.
All right, jumping back over to cats and cats groups 2 and 3, who are currently split up. Cat group 2 was is currently at the edge of the gym, seeing the tirade that happened to Cat Group 1, Cat Group 3, and now seeing a giant smoke cloud, have chosen to try to exit and go out, going into the hall, into the stairwell, and coming across Transient, Des, and Wilda.
Oh goodness, this
Yes.
group's fucked.
As they see the familiar faces of the previous attacker, they will attempt to leap and attack Transient. Transient, who is now in his fanciful, who was rubbing against this human.
Human.
They anger the wrong cat.
Does a 24 hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Alrighty. Toughness check 18 at the moment. As you feel your back get clawed and nipped at by 3 different cats. I want to say this set was.
I'm going to let that stand. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the 5th one for the night.
Yep. That is
3
degrees.
degrees.
Oh my god.
I'm next in turn order, right? Just asking.
Puddle is number 8. These cats are number 7s. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just
Yep,
need
that
to...
is a staggered and a bruise.
So these were American short hairs that attacked you as they bit at the back of your neck. You feel your entire back get clawed and bitten into, taking you completely off guard as you were cuddling against your adorable human. So
How
Transient
dare
suffers a bruise.
And
It
is staggered.
How dare they?
Transient 1, staggered.
Oh boy.
Cat group number 3, stuck in the cloud, trying to attempting to either run or fight back.
Wait, that was cat group number 1, you said?
That was cat group number 2
Okay.
that attacked you. Cat group number 3 is trying to on the make or break as they attempt to try to find either the exit or Dahlia. First Dahlia, if they don't find her, the exit. $17. What was Dahlia's natural stealth? No, wait, no, wait. The effect didn't affect them. They knew where you were at. Sorry. This actually needed to be a will check to see if they were willing to go up against you, as they were, they were previously nearly torn to shreds. Their will was a 6, so that still stands. They have a job to do. They will attempt to claw at Dahlia, despite the smoke, although the smoke will cause them an issue. So instead of being able to strike with a +6, they are striking with a +4. Does an 18 hit Dahlia?
2 times.
Huh?
It has the last 2 times.
Fair enough. But because of the smoke screen, I did say you were getting a +2 to your defenses. So make sure to double check your defense and add 2 to it.
Oh, my parry's an 8, but meets it beats it.
Right. Okay. So that still means it. We'll need that toughness check then.
And it's half effect.
Yep, that just meets it.
So I beat it.
The cats are literally attacking your regular uniform as you're standing there in your stunned state amongst the clouds, but they don't seem to be doing anything to you. You don't feel any worse for wear than what you previously were before the unconsciousness occurred, or the stunning occurred. Going from them, that would be their turn. Puddles. You just heard Transient shout out after being clawed at by 3 American Shorthairs. What will you do? Lest we forget
Well-
that Jess is also in your arms.
I rolled a will save to see if I got angry. Guess who got angry?
You.
Oh no. So ice.
Yeah, no, we've never discussed what happens if I get angry in water form.
You done screwed up now, Aaron.
So I will say, Transient, you do feel your human gets somewhat colder as she gets angrier.
Little distracted by all the cuts and scratches and stunned.
Now that you, Puddles, you are starting to form icicles at the bottom of your watery form, feeling that anger rise. What will you do?
Hold on, I'm looking to see what the Okay, that would be a standard action. I think first things first, I'm going to put Des down.
All right. We believe that it's considered a free action since you're
Yeah.
putting something you're carrying down. Someone you're carrying down. You lay him on his rump. Oh no, on his wheelchairs because you did pick
Yeah.
up his wheelchair too, right?
Yep. Okay. I'm going to I'm gonna hit the nearest group. I don't have multi-attack. I'm just saying this right now.
The nearest group near you, since Dog 2 was drained and sent to evacuate, is just Cat Group 2. So go for it.
Okay. It's been a while since I've attacked. Just saying, it's been a while. Okay, my unarmed is a +9.
Yes, Cat Ruler World has been defending his human.
Does an 11 hit?
Yes.
I apologize. I may have gotten the DM.
Oh my god! Oh! That is horrible!
I'm so glad everyone gets our evidence. I'm so happy.
I recently heard the audiobook for it.
Well, we have a broken DM, everyone. I think that's a good night.
For the benefit of our Twitch listeners, I put in general terms. My brain is the worst. I heard, I'm gonna put Des down, and my brain immediately went, think of the rabbits, George.
I can't even. Somebody.
So, Puddle, that was a hit.
Okay, 11 was a hit.
Yep.
Okay, it's a DC 19.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. DC 19, right?
Yep.
Yep.
4 degrees of failure?
Oh my gosh.
That is 6.
Before their
Eviscerated.
no, before they their shield or before their things pop off, I am extra efforting to create ice around them using my body because I have on my attack, or I have both fast grab, improved grab, and improved hold.
She's capturing the group.
Oh my lord.
Maybe I should rephrase that. She is not just capturing, she's encompassing said group.
Yes.
I can't argue against that. So they are in your grasp. Most of the bodies, except for the backpacks, are in your grasp.
No, I'm not just encompassing them. I'm doing the entire thing, Ace.
So the entire
Everything is encompassed.
the
Nothing
entire
will work.
room.
Block of ice.
Yeah.
Pets and all are blocks of ice.
Yes.
Rude.
And then I will pull back my hand, and you'll notice that water is missing.
So you pull back yourself and you have shrunken a little bit.
Yep, I am taking that as I have, or I'll make a toughness check against my own body. I'm basically giving up my arm.
Okay. You have effectively frozen the you've frozen Cat Group 2. They are effectively out of the combat.
I take a bruise.
Huddle takes a bruise. Moving on to Cat Group 5 before we we're gonna try to finish this whole turn round real quick. Cat Group 5 currently is at the door. The door is still holding with at least one hinge left. The Cat Group will make another attack, being one of the only ones that has successfully keep attacking the door while the dogs are going crazy. Actually impressive. But the door holds again. Moving on to Dog Group 4. Currently in the auditorium, going towards the staircase to the gymnasium to encounter knocked out Dog Group 2 and see a furious Wilda, a staggered transient, and a frightful death.
Yeah, they go. Oh no.
Being as this is not the dog group that was terrified, dog group will recognize attacking danger and will attempt to attack.
Oh no. Oh no. They're not good. They're not gonna do so well.
Dogs go for a bite. Does a 15 hit your parry, Wilda?
Yes.
Being that you're the biggest in the room, I need a DC 18 roll. Toughness, please. Don't forget, you have a bruise now.
Oh, you were right.
But that doesn't matter as the eyes form around their teeth at your base, preventing you from having to feel any of their clawing. as though you are now you are making a shield out of your other arm, the arm that's still good.
For you folks at home, that is our first nat 20 of the night.
Yep, it's the last. It's probably the last nat 20 of the night.
Ones in 1 net 20.
5 nat 1s and 1 nat 20.
I know, sadness. Dog group 2 has been taken out. Jumping over to dog group 1, who is still running circles around the front of the library before gathering up and trying to muster another attack in order to run through and get away from what they consider a terrible situation. Because they'd be dogs. That just makes it as a door caves in, and Miss Ludwig is found underneath the door, being pounced as the dogs run through and start running around in the fog room, still freaking out. But they are inside the library. The library has been compromised. But are people being attacked? Not yet. Who knows? The sounds have not come up yet.
But
Moving
he's
on.
already found his bond.
Yes. Moving on to Dahlia, who is stunned. Dahlia, as you awaken from your stun near the end of the round, I need you to give me a will save. Go ahead and add a +5 to it, given the circumstance that you have technically been, quote unquote, factory resetted. Dahlia.
I'm rolling.
Gotta wait.
20 plus 5. No, wait. Plus 6.
Don't forget to add your actual bonuses.
That is still a no.
Is it still a no? Are you still feral?
I'm not sure if I'm rolling to break out of stun or if I'm.
That's to break your feral, your hunger. And
No, I'm still hungry.
still in feeding frenzy mode.
Well, looks
Yep.
like that trick didn't work, Chase. And we'll be back at the top of the round next time, as we are going to call it for the night. Thank you for joining us here at Masternaut. Hopefully, we'll finish up this day here at school, and they'll be able to finish taking care of the weatherman, or watch as he does something crazy for his beachside resort dream.
He's not going to retire happily.
Okay. Have
Night,
a
y'all.
good time, everyone.